Good morning. My name is Vishnu Panday, Subject Specialist Mathematics, Ministry of Education, NCERD. My department primarily is responsible for the development of the curriculum of learning for mathematics throughout the education system. It ends at the CSEC level and starts from grade 1. So all that curriculum of learning that's planned there is the prime responsibility of the subject specialist, essentially. In addition to that, we are also responsible for what we call the continuing professional development of teachers throughout the system as well, at the primary level and at the secondary level. You would recognize that if the children or the learners are expected to know and develop skills, the teachers themselves must know and develop the skills too. And so we spend a lot of time in empowering teachers with the necessary knowledge and skill so that they could impart and improve the quality of their instruction, and hence the quality of the learning. And so if we speak curriculum-wise, we've had a curriculum that has been the basis or the driver of the learning over the years that has responded to the learning process relative to the cultural mix and the economics and the style, the learning styles of learners over the years. We have the content what the children are expected to know, the learners are expected to know. We construct the objectives, then we offer some strategies or activities as a way of suggesting what the teachers can do to realize the objective. And we offer support resource materials and suggest some evaluation techniques that can be employed. Essentially, that really form structurally what the old curriculum looked like over the years. And by the way, the curriculum document is never static. It's always evolving. It evolves over time as the learning curve changes. And so we recognize after tremendous research and consultations that here is a time now where we need to re-engineer that curriculum to meet or to respond to theoretical shifts and learning styles, habits, and among other factors. We have gone a far way, and you must know that we use a fancy word, but people would know it eventually, like they know signs on the road. Before the old curriculum rests on one main theory of behaviorism. That is, you give them something and you expect them to do it. Stimulus, response. Stimulus, response. We find that that is our work has not proven itself so successful. Here comes a time when we have to use constructivism. Now, constructivism is a theory that speaks to the experiential part of the child's life. And this has to do quite a lot with if you look at this map here, it's a set of rectangles, but it narrows as you see more. Depends on where you see it from. Sometimes you spot the little one, black one here, and then it evolves into greater size and it comes out in that effect. So depends on how you look at it. You want to look deep and then come out, or you want to look big and then go in. So deep, come out, big, in. It's no more, longer you say it's for, chalk and talk. Teachers go there and blah, 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 and they write, or just open a textbook and say, okay, I'm going to copy the notes and you're going to take it down and we can have a discussion. Or even if it's better done, they walk around sometimes to check your book and so on and say, I'm going to give you 5 problems and you're going to work the 5 problems. And who gets the answer correctly? 3 out of 5. Well, that's good. You get 0, then you have to do it all over again, over. It's a sort of a practice that is more teacher-directed and less student-responsive. I mean, the greatest question one can ask here is, how do we know the children are learning? How? How do we get an idea? Because in the mix out there, you have various learner types. Sometimes we say it's like a cook-up rice. We have everybody's, but everyone is important to the taste. Every child is unique in their own attitude to learning and their own potential and habits and all of that. And so a teacher must possess the skills necessary to tap into that, into recognizing where the needs are and to accentuate and act on it. With the big word like constructivism, or with this new curriculum, where teacher gives scaffolding support. You ever see a ladder go up to a building and you build it up and say, now you could grab all the tools and you can go build a wall there. And then say, hey, I want to extend that piece. And you support them with another ladder that suits the way that they can get there. And it's helping the children as they go along. So essentially, this new curriculum addresses the learners more than the teachers. Our future is to produce a cadre of learners who are expected to respond to the environment, to improve their own environment, to pursue career pathways that they can make great contribution to the nationhood. That's essentially, in a nutshell, what the curriculum does by extension. As the children mature from one stage to another, we want them to acquire those skills. But we want them to do more than that too. We want our learners to acquire those same process standards I talk about, to acquire skills in problem solving, to be able to see how mathematics helps in the other subject areas too. So we talk about applications and connections. That's another standard, to be able to communicate their ideas in a unique way, to be able to help their peers and in a unique way, communicating their own ideas, very essential. To be able to reason out and proving as they go along. Reasoning and proof is another standard.